Hi, hey, thanks. Thank you, Lavette. Thank you, Jamie. Jim. Thank you. Power. Just got interrupted by the cats. Meow. And I'm like going, they're hungry. They want to eat for a reason. Now, are they eating because they're gourmand, which means pigs, right? Which means pigs. Are they gourmand? Are they pigs? They're not pigs. They're cats. Communication angle 3, 1, 2. That's their number count. ABC, Michael Jackson, Jack in a box, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding. And you have to turn it a couple times before Jack pops out. And when Jack pops out, the top opens up. So in order for, when Jack pops out, the top opens up. Like, top didn't open up. Jack didn't pop out. The groundhog's still in the ground. 6 more weeks of winter. He didn't pop out. Can't see his shadow. I don't think you can see it all. At least not with the same day vision, because he's under the ground. 5 cents. My cents. No cents. 5 cents. Because of the nickel. It's on the nickel. Shows me over here the nickel. And even look at the American nickel. Here's the beaver. And the American nickel replicates this. Why? Why does the American nickel... Google, hey there, Google, how you doing? Yeah. Google, can I see what the American nickel looks like? Nickel? Oh my God. Dime? Stand on a dime? But nickel, is it made from nickel? What's it made from? Made from nickel. So nickel and gold and silver, but dime? What's a quarter? A quarter of something of a dime? That's 2.5. Well, that's a quarter again. But nickel, what's a quarter of nickel? Quarter of a nickel? Well, a half a nickel is 2.5, but a quarter of a nickel is 1.25. Oh my God, that 1.25 of the last video times 8 equals to your total of a complete turnaround, which is 60 seconds. 1.25 times 8. 1.25, 8 and 8 quarters makes it 10. And we did that 57 times 5, 7.5, 8 by 7, 56, 8 by 5, 4, 56. Just so excited. I want to see the American nickel. Let me see. I just want a picture of it, images. I'm so excited it hurts. I hope I don't get the down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to the down. I don't want to get to the Dow Jones. Here, I don't know if this is a good picture. Hold on a second. Take a look. Take a look at the nickel. Okay. It's the same thing as the beaver. They're showing the same kind of under the ground covering on top of something. There's all kinds of writing underneath it. I'm not even sure. It says Monticello 5 cents. 5 cents. Got to do all this thinking now. 5 cents, the nickel. So we have all these things down. 5 cents, the nickel, the moon, the gateway, the 9 lives of the cat. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 create 6 and 8. And they prove it in this game of craps. The opposite of 8 is 6. And the odds they give it is 7 to 6. And to create 7 and 6, it's 1 times 6, 1 times 1 plus 6. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 and 6. 1 minus 6, 1 plus 6 is 7 and 5. And they gave us all this information. And then, what did they do? The most amazing thing is that they gave everybody a chance. They gave everybody a chance. I want to see if any information. There it is. Look at the separation. So if I make a block, if I make a square, a perfect square around each one of these, the squares in between here will touch. The squares in between here, if they touch, it will become rectangular. So therefore, if number 2 becomes rectangular, then if I keep going around this way and this way, they all become rectangular. That means the part of 5 and 4 will touch. If I have to overlap 6 over 5 and 5 over 4, that will tell me something else, and it will create divisions in my paper. There's a story going on here. Do you want me to show you what I'm talking about in this? You see that separation? See the way it's, I want to tell you, there's 3 between here and 3 between here, but the greatest distance is here and here. 1 and 9. That's your greatest distance, but the greatest number distance is 8 and 4. Everyone here is 1, 1, 1. They touch. So how is this design going to touch each other? And if you look at the roulette betting board, the roulette betting board, hold on a second, just give me a second. The numbers are not square, they're rectangular. They're touching. Where you see the plus sign, just like in your number pad, we can go right to your number pad. We're going to go right to the number pad right here. Ooh, it changed on me. Okay. We're going to go to your number pad right here. Oh, we're going to go to the number pad right here. Hold on. Why do you keep doing that on me? Hold on a second. So now we're going to go on with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you see the way they all touch? See the way that where the 5 joins in the corner? In order for 1 to join 5, there's an odds, and the odds there are 8 to 1. The odds to join 1 and 2, which are separated by 1 number or separated by 3 numbers, are both 17 to 1. 17, your gateway in 2 and 4, and your 2 and your 4 are separated by 8. The 8 to 1, that is the payout. You put 1 chip down, you keep the 1 chip, you get 8 more chips. We're putting it over there. 4 area to bet, 4 by 8, 32. Is that the way they calculate it? No. You get 8 to 1, so you get 8. 4 gets you 8. 17, if you bet 5 and 17, you get, well, let's use number 3. If you get 8, let's say the wager was 3. So if you bet 3 on the 17 to 1, you get 51 Mars. If you bet 3 in the 4 areas where it's 8 to 1, you get 24. You get the day. You get communication. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 9 lives of the cat. Mars, 9 lives of the cat. 1, 2, 4, 5. 3 and 9 is 12. Here you have 3 and 2, 5. 3 and 2, 5. 1 and 2, 3. 3 and 2, 5. 5, 3. 9, 11. 1 and 1 is 2, 9 and 2. 6 and 2 is 8, 3 and 5, 88, connecting the sky. 66, 66, 88. This is telling us a story. If you notice, 1 plus 0 is a black. I don't know if you can see the difference between red and black. Let me see if I take some of the light. Yeah, I think if I take the light away. See the 1 and the 7? Look at the 10. Look at the 19. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 0 is 10. 1 is red. Every second one turns color. If you notice, the only place on the board where there's 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here all connected is right here. The total of these is 111. 21 and 30, 16, 18 and 19, 37, 37, 37, 111. It will create, because the 14 and the 23 will, if you connect them together, creates the hexagon. Now you don't have one board. Hands getting tired. You have to have multiple boards. Multiple boards. Multiple boards. Right there. Then they're designed right over there. Some binary code. Play Sudoku. Any game you want. Come up with a rule in the game of how to connect any of the numbers. And go ahead and paint. Of course, don't throw all the paint on it, because then you'll come up with who knows what. Give it a formation so you can do it again. Because, not abstract, but what do you call that? Whoosh, different color, different time, doesn't matter what color it is, doesn't matter what time it is. And you know what that can be? That can be like your car. Little grease is leaking from this place, little grease is leaking from that place. There's only certain places the grease can leak, and then it starts going all over the car, and it's random while you fix it, and it stops leaking there, but it's now you have a stain. Anyways, don't want to talk about that. That was the roulette. I do want to show a couple of other things. The razor blade or the twin towers. The twin towers are located between, I need to, okay, 10, 11, and 8, and 10 and 13 and 8 and 11. If you notice, 10 and 8 you connect together, 13 and 10 you connect together, then connect together, 13 and 10, 13 and 11, 11 and 8. Don't connect these two together, okay? Because it creates a box, a diamond. And then it does the same thing over here. 26, 29, 28, 31, 2 and 8, 10, 3 and 1, 4, 10, 1 and 3, 4, 8 and 2, 9, 11, 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 6, 8 and 2. So it's the same thing, creates two buildings. Now you have the open section over here. You notice we have 4 blacks over here in these corners. And on the bottom point over here, we have our 4 reds. And they all tell a story because they all have a way to connect on multiple boards that I've done on my floor. And at the same time, if you're still with me in the 10th minute, 1776. 1776. Total 51. 35, 45, 55, 65. Roots to 9. You have a total of 74. 76. 66 and 9, 75. When you read it backwards, it adds up to 74. This way it's 75, this way it's 74. 74, 75. Jesus moon. Why? Because I'm counting this one last. Take off this one, there's 74 and 1. Take off the 9, there's 66 and 9. First, third, fifth, number 14 is in the center to both. So 5 is the center to 3, and 5 is the center to 4. 9, 40. 4 plus 1 equals 0. 3 separates 4. 3, 5, 4. 3 by 5, 15 times 4. 60 seconds. 3 by 5, 15 times 4. 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 12. 12 and let me calculate this again in my head. 3, 4, 5. 3 by 4 is 12 times 5 equals to 60. 3 by 4. 3 by 5 is 15 times 4 equals to 60. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 3 equals to 60. So now you have the whole equation. Okay, you have the whole equation. I have something over here. Hold on a second. I had a pop up in my window. 1 second. Okay, let me finish with this. Okay, so I'm going to finish with this video here. Here's the numbers that are centered to those numbers of 57, 75. We end up with 12 times 5, 15 times 4, 20 by 3, all the same. We need this complete equation of 180 to complete this equation of 3. 3 plus 4 plus 5 will equal to the same numeric value, 12. And we now have 72 and 48. 72, the 5 star, that splits the 60 between 48, the sun, and 72, the red sun. S-O-N, S-U-N. Then on this side over here, we have 3 times 5, 15. 6 times 4. Then we have these fading equations. 3 times 5, 15 equals 6. 6 by 4, 24. 2 and 4, 6. 2 times 3, 6. 6, 6, 6. So anyways, that's the whole equation. I'm going to let you go now. Someone's in the house. Going to stop the video. There was one other calculation I was making. I did it in the last video. It was really, I'm going to show you what it is. I have to remember what it is. Oh yeah, phi. 16 by 16 turns into 41 by 625. Same number, using the same valued numbers. And then you divide it. Follow what this equation is. I have to remember myself how I got that. But this is connected to the same clock as the Mayans. 285714, 285714. 714, remember that. 7 months, 1 month, 4 months. ABC. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 10, and multiplied equals 24.